Hi Jagriti, I'm Shanti,
Shanti.
and
Namaste,
Devjan.
ma'am. Yes.
Namaste, how are you? Sir?
Yes, I'm good now. How are you, ma'am?
Welcome, very well, very well. Welcome to the pranayam class, dear. So let's start our session with the little prayer. Keeping your back, neck straight, aligned. Relax your body completely. Bring the alignment to your back, neck, and your tailbone. And resting your palm on the knee, gently close your eyes. Observe how you are sitting. Now, pay attention towards how the breath going in and coming out. Observe carefully how the breath going in and coming out. Now, bring your attention towards inhalation and exhalation. Take a deep, prolonged, slow inhalation. Deep, prolonged, slow exhalation. Prepare your mind, your body for the 3-time Am chanting along with Shanti. Take a deep, prolonged inhalation for the Om. Inhale for the Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Feel the vibration, sensation. Join your both palm. Rub your palm. Place on your eyes, feel the warmness. Very slowly while blinking, looking at your palm, gently open up your eyes with a great smile. Om Shanti. So today we're gonna discuss about the very first class. Again, we're gonna start with the beginning, the pranayam, introduction, the pranayam, the meaning of the pranayam, and the importance of the pranayam, and why we need this pranayam practice. Okay, these we're gonna cover today. And then tomorrow we're gonna talk about the types of the pranayam, and third day we're gonna start practicing the pre-practice of the pranayam, and then later on the pranayam session. Okay, so let's start with the definition of the pranayam, right? The meaning, because first, before practicing anything, you should understand the concept of doing it, right? Why we are doing it. It's like a ritual. It's just like somebody told you that's why you need to do it. No, not at all. You have to figure out why I require it to practice it. So let's start with the definition. The pranayam, you can write it down, the pranayam, and then the meaning of the pranayam. Pran plus ayam. Okay, you can divide into the two part, pran plus ayam. So pran, pran, the meaning of the pran. Pran is what? The life, the life force. Is not only the life, but the life force. It means kind of energy. That energy I'm talking about, which inside your body and the outside, this whole cosmos, this universe around you and whole your surrounding is running and growing and withering and dying because of this prana vayu, this prana energy, this prana, the pran. When we die, when we die, so many people, especially in Indian continent, in Indian culture, we say pran chale gaye, right? Pran chale gaye. So pran nikal gaye, ya pran chale gaye. It means what? It's like there is no life, there is no life force, life force inside which make you life. That's why you have the organs, right? But you dead, right? You have the eyes, you have the nose, you have the ear, you have the heart, but it's not working anymore. You cannot see still because there's no energy. There's no prana energy. There's no prana. So it means because of prana, you are alive. And if there's no prana, you are dead. So everything around you, whatever you're seeing it and whatever you cannot see, everything you cannot see, right? There are certain things which you can see and certain things beyond of perception. So even that thing is going on because of pran. This whole cosmos, the star, the planet, the moon, the sun, everything is run by the pran, this energy, no matter living being or non-living things. So pran vayu, the pran energy, is very important, vital force which make you alive, which make you surrounding alive. It is in the tree, it is in the mountain, it is in the river, it is in every atom. And because of that, that energy, the science, even today modern science is talking about the energy never die. It's just transform into the one form to the another form, if you have interest toward the science. So this plant, why you never die, right? It's keep on changing, it's modifying. It's right now you are this, another time, maybe in next life or maybe another time, you would be something else. Like after death, you would be become ashes. Ashes can be put into the mud grow the plant, again you become the tree give you fruits, again these cycles keep on going, fruit. So everything is this whole cosmos. is what? Run by this pranavayu, and your energy is transformed into the one form to the another form. So that's how the energy travel. That's how this vital force keep on going on. So that cycle which we are talking about it, right? So this vital force which prevalent everywhere, it is in you, it is outside. This whole cosmos is, created by this vital force. So the pran is vital force, and I am is extension of the vital force. Okay, one meaning I am is extension, then another meaning the pran I am, pranayam. So this meaning is what? Extension of the vital force, extending your vital energy in your body. So because we are talking about our body, so let's, and the meaning should be related to this. So we are extending the prana, the vital force inside our body, right? Another meaning, prana yam. So pran, control over the pran. Yam means discipline. Yam means discipline. You have to be very much disciplined. So it means control over your pran. Disciplines, the meaning of the discipline and meaning of the yam is what? Something you can control, right? Something you have the power to control it, which is you are very regulated, very disciplined. It means you set the habit, you are in your control, right? So yama, pran plus yama is means pran, where pran should be under your control. It means your vital force is under your control. So there is a two meaning of the pranayama. One is extension of the vital force, and another with the control over your prana. Okay, this vital force. Now, this is the literal meaning I'm talking about it, right? Pranayama is very important part. According, I think, have you heard about it? The Patanjali Yoga Sutra, written by the Maharishi Patanjali. He was a great scientist. Maharishi Patanjali was a great scientist who compiled the big text, that is a Patanjali Yoga Sutra. He took all the forms of the yoga, the variation that, like, there's a meditation, there is a yama, niyamas, all the things which is related to the yoga. He bring into the one text, okay, and make it so simple for the people, especially um, the people who are looking for the higher, spiritual goals, right? Not for the common peoples. Yes, because it's very difficult to practice. So pranayam in 8 limbs, in according to Maharishi Patanjali, in 8 limbs, it is a fourth limb. It's come after yam, niyam, and asana. Fourth is a pranayam. So it means there is a ladder. Okay, there is a ladder. First, you have to practice yam, niyam, asana, and the pranayam. Yam, niyam, asan gonna help you to go into the practice of the pranayam. Maharishi Patanjali strictly believe the yoga is not for the common people. Okay, he believes that it is not for the common people, because right now you have seen when people learn the yoga, they just modify it into their version and they make it something else. It's become fashion. It's become something else right now, right? Whatever you sing, beer yoga or acro yoga or so many types of the yoga is going on, because we are not in that level where we understand the deepest thing of the yoga. And yoga is not for the just physical fitness. It's looking for, in ancient time, people who looking for the moksha, who is looking for the higher set of goals, peace. They're looking for it, right? But now the modern world is looking something else. So so this is the fourth limb in Maharishi Patanjali Yoga Sutra. And Hatha Yoga, it is like after the asana, again the pranayam come. So second part of the, after Shatkarma, asan and the pranayam, the third limb you can say. So third limb in the Hatha Yogi text, and the fourth limb in the Patanjali Yoga Sutra. So Maharishi Patanjali, it said that pranayam is basically, he's not explaining much about it, that pranayam should be like this and that. He doesn't give the name. He said the pranayam should be your breath. He said should be rhythmic. Okay. He explained that your breath should be rhythmic. And he explained further that it should be digra. Digra means long. Okay, dig means long, very long, deep, slow, and rhythmic breath one should have, like how the tune, how the music is going on. Same way your breath should be going on in your body and coming out. This should be a rhythmic. Like right now we inhale maybe less, maybe inhale we more, but exhale very less, right? So there's no tuning in breath. Sometimes the breath becomes short, sometimes it's become, long, sometimes it's shallow, sometimes it's deep. It's keep on changing, fluctuating. So Maharishi Patanjali only talking about it that it should be, stabilized breath. It should be stabilized. And now it's because here the pranayam is controlled by, because you attain the pranayam through the breath. Breath become the medium to attain the practicing the pranayam. It's not, pranayam is not merely the breath. Okay, there's another misunderstanding. People think, many people think that there, and the pranayam is what, breathing exercise. No, it's not only the breathing exercise. It's not, the pran is not your breath. This thing, pran is not your breath. Okay, you come to understand when I'll explain the types of the pranayam. Okay, so uh, it's very much important that according to Maharishi Patanjali, your breath should be long, digra, it should be, deeper, slower, and long. Okay, then you get the rhythmic breath. Inhalation and exhalation should be tuned together. That is the pranayam according to the Maharishi Patanjali, nothing else. And then he later on introduced the ratio. There should be a ratio, ideal ratio, like for tuning, like how in music we tune, no? We tune one thing with another thing. So we apply the ratio. Okay, one inhalation should be like maybe 5 seconds. So retention should be maybe 5 seconds, and exhalation should be 5 seconds. This is a ratio of the breath. So he just talked about these things, and further he explained about the benefit. Now, what Hatha Yogis explain about the pranayam. So many Hatha Yogis text like Hatha Yoga Pratipika, Grahan Samhita, there is a category of the pranayam, and he explain about so much in detail the types of the pranayam. Okay, so you can write it down. So we go through the Hatha Yoga yogic text. So you can write it down, the types of the pranayam. So there is a three category of the pranayam. So one is a purak, purak, P-U-R-A-K-A, purak. Then second is a kumbhak, K-U-M-B-H-A-K-A, kumbhak. Purak, kumbhak. Then third is a rechak, R-E-C-H-A-K, rechak. Purak, kumbhak, rechak. Purak is what? In Purak, Purak is inhalation, not merely inhalation. Now understand, right now you are inhaling, right? Even jotting down something on your notebook, you're inhaling. When you're sitting idle, you're inhaling. When you're writing something on your notebook, you're inhaling. When you're sitting again, you're inhaling. That is not merely the inhalation. The purak is inhalation, deep, long, slow inhalation. Okay, and kumbhak, so it's in purak, you have to put the effort into the inhalation. You make the involuntary action of your breath to the voluntary action. What do you mean by this? Involuntary means right now when you're sitting idle, you're doing nothing, watching TV, eating, having your food. Involuntary action of the breath going on. You're inhaling and exhaling, right? That is an involuntary action. Voluntary action when you put the effort. You deep inhaling, right? You're putting the effort on inhalation and then exhalation. You're telling yourself, oh, I have to inhale. Oh, I have to exhale. So that is a voluntary action. In pranayam, also you do voluntary. You're making your breath involuntary to the voluntary. So purak is voluntary action of inhalation where your instruction should be, write it down, the breath should be deep, prolonged, slow. Okay. Your breath should be deep, prolonged, and slow, and complete inhalation. Then kumbhak. Kumbhak is retention of the breath. There's other parts of the kumbhak also. I'll explain you later on, but just write it down. Kumbhak is retention here. Okay. Retention of the breath. Then third is rechak. R-E-C-H-K-A. Rechak. Rechak is exhalation. Again, not merely you're exhaling it, but deep, prolonged, slow exhalation. With effort, you are putting it. So, voluntary action of the exhalation with deep, prolonged, slow exhalation. So, Pura, Kumbha, Rechak. These are the category, you can say the types or categorized by the Hatha yogis, that what kind of breath we are taking it in, we are inhaling, then we are retaining, and then we are exhaling. So they divide it into these categories. So this pranayam further divided into purak and rechak. We're gonna, this is the whole explanation. Now kumbhak, write it down, the kumbhak part. Kumbhak, retention of the breath, and this is the most important part of the pranayam. Okay, many hatha yogis said pranayam is nothing but the kumbhak, retention. Pranayam is nothing but the retention. So here in kumbhak there is a two category. One is sahitya kumbhak and keval kumbhak. Sahitya kumbhak and keval kumbhak. So two category of the kumbhaka. So Sahitya Kumbhak, Sahit, Sahitya Kumbhak. Then Keval, 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 Keval Kumbhak. Now, Sahitya Kumbhak further divided into the Antara and Bahira Kumbhak. Antara and Bahira Kumbhak. Antara, A-N-T-I-R-A. Antara, Bahira, B-A-H-I-R-A. Bahira. So Sahitya Kumbhak is means where you implement Purak Rechak. Okay, you inhale and retain your breath, right? So as you inhale, you're retaining, you're holding your breath for 5 seconds. That is, I'm doing Antara Kumbhak. So Antara Kumbhak means that is a part of the Sahitya Kumbhak, right? You inhale and retain your breath. And that is the antara, internal, like you inhale and after inhalation you retain. That is the antara kumbhak, internal kumbhak. Inhale and retain your breath, that is the antara kumbhak. In bahira kumbhak, inhale and exhale. As you exhale and then you retain, you are not inhaling. Okay, you are immediately not inhaling, you hold. You inhale, exhale, and now hold. So when you hold after exhalation, that is a bahira kumbha. Okay. So that called external kumbha. external kumbhak. This Antara and Bahira kumbhak done with the Purak and Rechak, inhalation and exhalation along with it. Okay, that is a part of the Sahit kumbhak. Sahit means, together. So together with inhalation and exhalation, you are retaining your breath internally and externally, right? This is the Sahit kumbhak explanation. And there are 8 types of the kumbhak. There's 8 types of the pranayama which come into the category of Sahitya kumbhak. Tomorrow we're gonna talk about it. What are the 8 types of the pranayama? Okay, so these are the Sahitya kumbhak done. Then come to the Keval kumbhak. Keval means only kumbhak, not Purak, not Rechak. There is no inhalation, no exhalation, only kumbhak. Now might be you are surprised at it. No inhalation, no exhalation. It's kind of miracle, no? You are not inhaling and exhaling at all. So this is happen when you get the mastery over the pranayama, the 8 types of the pranayama. Many heart yogis believe if you get the mastery over the 8 types of the pranayama, you uh, you will get into the Keval Kumbha. So give me a little bit 5 minutes. I'll just come back to you. I just need little thing. Yeah. So, yeah. So, Keval Kumbhak means only Kumbhak. Okay. Keval Kumbhak means only Kumbhak, not inhalation, nor exhalation. So what happened? Ancient yogis, maybe you heard about it, especially in Indian continent. There's a many yogis who go and practice the meditation under the water, right? Or they take the jal samadhi, or they go for the samadhi. They go under the earth and dig the hole, and they start living where there's no air flow, and they just apply the kumbhak there. They are not doing the inhalation and exhalation. So that's why I told you pranayama is not merely a breath. Okay. But yes, in the beginner level, the breath play very important role when you practicing the pranayama. Yes, it's play very important role. But the pranayama is not the merely inhalation and exhalation. It's not only the breathing. Because on the higher level, if you're looking for the synonym of the pranayama, many Hatha yogis believe, the Asian yogis believe the pranayam is nothing but the kumbhak. And what kind of kumbhak? Keval kumbhak. Keval kumbhak, where you are not inhaling, not exhaling, you are just retaining your breath. And that's how you are completely free from the dependency. Like you're dependent on the inhalation and exhalation, right? You cannot hold your breath for the longer time, right? Can you imagine yourself without inhalation and exhalation? Many people they die. Like people, especially in hospitals, they get the ventilation. So machine through the machine they get the inhalation and exhalation. Their lungs are very weak. So through the machine they are inhaling and exhaling. They cannot survive. But there is a technique. There is a many types of the technique which Hatha yogis discovered, and many Asian yogi discovered. So even you are not dependent on the inhalation and exhalation, on the breath, on the oxygen. They cut out this dependency from their life, and they are go for complete freedom. They're living themselves on the pranavayu, the energy which is located in their body, and they are not depending on the outside inhalation and exhalation, oxygen and carbon dioxide anymore. So Keval Kumbhak is the final goal of the yogi who is practicing the pranayam. The highest stage of the pranayam practitioner who practice the pranayam daily. So he reached to that level where he's not inhaling and exhaling, but it's not with the effort. It's come naturally to you. It's not like there's a trick, okay, let's apply the trick and you're gonna retain. No, it cannot be a possible. It's required very hard determination and very hardcore practice. Daily you have to practice. It take many lives, it take many years. No matter, it depend how's your determination strong, and how many times you are practicing, and then you can reach that stage which is very natural. In Sahitya Kumbhak, you're putting the effort in inhalation and for retention, because if I tell you, okay, retain your breath 5 seconds, so you are telling your brain that I have to retain, right? I have to hold the breath. You tell yourself. But in Keval Kumbhak, it's come with the ease. There's no single effort. It's come with the very ease. There's no single effort. That is a Keval Kumbhak. It's come to you initial level when you're practicing the pranayam. Few seconds, few minutes. Some people get few seconds. Some people get few minutes, few hours. That they feel like without putting any effort, they are just retaining their breath. Till here, everything is clear for everyone. Any doubt?
Is it the same as Bahiya Kumbha?
In Bahira Kumbhak, what is the same?
Kavaliya Kumbha.
Ah. As I said to you, Bahira Kumbhak and Antara Kumbhak, in Keval Kumbhak, there is no meaning of that you are retaining your breath internally or externally. It's whatever breath happen, whatever retention happen automatically to you. And it's gonna prolong. It's like you are just there. It's not like forcefully you are making it Bahira Kumbhak or Antara Kumbhak. It's just happened to you. Like some people, they sit in the meditation and meditation just happened to them. There's no effort, not single effort. So maybe someday they can go for the internal Antara Kumbhak, or maybe sometime they just have the Bahira Kumbhak, external Kumbhak. Okay, it can just whatever Kumbhak happen automatically and naturally to them. So that's Kumbhak, they can go for it. But it's not like 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour. They can go for the many days, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, or many days or many years. Those are the great yogi. We cannot just um, even imagine how hard work they are doing it under the mountains and what they achieved it. We even cannot imagine. So that kind of potentiality, it is in you, it is in me, it is in everybody. But it depends who gonna trigger that potentiality, that choice you are having it. So you have to make the choice, and then you can live life like that. It's okay, fine. Or either you can choose that life. It is totally up to you, and how long you want to choose that life, and how far you have to go. That is totally your choice. Nature has given you wonderful choice to the human being. Not other animals can practice the pranayama, right? Can you see the cat and dogs are doing the pranayama or different variation of the breathing? No, they cannot, because nature doesn't given them the choice. Only this human body get the choice. And many years this question haunted me for many years, that why we are thinking that other animals doesn't have that choice. Maybe they are doing the breathing, maybe they are doing something else, and so many postures, so many pranayam coming from the animals also. So then later on, I realized this is the consciousness. Maybe they are doing, but they are unaware. That is their basic instinct make them to do, right? Because that is a requirement. Like dog do the breathing from the mouth when he's thirsty, right? You take it out the tongue, like have you seen the dog, right? And automatically he start breathing through the mouth to pacify the thirst. So what happened, because their basic instinct is taught them, they are not consciously aware. They cannot go into the that, okay, why I'm inhaling through the mouth, why shouldn't be doing that thing, and why I should can modify this thing, and why should not I just do some smarter things. So these things given the choice to them, right? But they don't have that thing, that particular choice. We think about it and we have the choice. Oh, I shouldn't be practice, I don't require it, I don't need a pranayama. Right? But yes, sometimes we think, okay, let's do the pranayama, let's practice the pranayama, let's go for it. So we have the choice to do it or not to do it. Okay. So I think till here everything is clear. Pura Kumbha Krechak, right? Any doubts you have? No. Very well. So till here, I think you have to understand the concept of the pranayama, right? The literal meaning. So you have to make the notes accordingly, because at the end of any time I can ask for the assignment. So prepare your notes accordingly. When a session would be going to finish, I'll just ask you to submit the assignment on the pranayama, right? So keep ready your notes with every class, and then you just need to submit the assignment. That's it. Don't worry about it. And most of the assignment is related to the practice, where you have to practice at your home, because you learn the technique here with me. I'm gonna teach you the technique, but the practice, the self practice is most important to understand the technique in deeper level. Okay, so daily we are doing these things together. Together we're gonna learn. Okay, and together we're gonna discover the new technique of the breathing as well, and the pranayama. Okay, fine. To everyone, Debjani, you understood? So let's end our session here with the chanting, and tomorrow we're gonna discuss about the sitting posture, importance of the sitting posture, and the importance of the pranayama. Okay, what is the benefit of doing it, and why we need to do it? We're gonna talk about it, this thing, and what are the best posture for doing the pranayama, and what are the precaution one should take it, and what the kind of environment you have to provide when you start practicing these practice. These play very important role. Okay. So tomorrow we're gonna talk about these topics. So let's end our session with the 3 time Om and then Shanti. Keep your back neck straight. Relax your body. Be comfortable. Remove your glasses and gently close your eyes. Observe how you are sitting. Now bring your awareness towards your breath. How the breath going in and coming out. Now take a deep prolonged inhalation. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale for the Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Feel the vibration sensation. Join your both palm, wrap your palm, place on your eyes, very slowly while blinking, looking at your palm. Gently open up your eyes with a great smile. Om Shanti. Mangal ho. Bless you guys. Enjoy your day ahead. Meet you at meditation class after 1 hour. Bye bye. Take care.
Thank you, ma'am. Namaste.
Bye.